Let me tell you a story about somebody whose commitment was challenged. Margaret Sanger, the woman who created Planned Parenthood. She was rumored to be a eugenist, somebody who wanted to unalive Black and Hispanic babies. I mean, her commitment was just really challenged because of this rumor, and her name was removed from all the Planned Parenthoods. Challenged commitment. And then I found out that her daughter, she let her daughter at 5 years old pass away from pneumonia. And I thought to myself, that's commitment. This is the Charlie Newhart Show. Like and subscribe if you like real content. If not, just get off.
Give it up for Charlie Newhart. Come on.
Hey, all week I've been listening to Lynyrd Skynyrd, the band, I think, from Jacksonville. Hey, man. I was watching a concert of them at the Oakland Coliseum in 1977, sold out concert. When Freebird came on, the audience lost it. I mean, this is the group that did Sweet Home Alabama. You know, unfortunately they passed away in a plane crash in the 70s. You know, I don't know. That just seemed like a lot of rock groups was passing away by plane crashes in the 70s. I swear, man, if I grew up in the 60s or 70s and I played the guitar, I wouldn't ride no planes. It seemed like they was all fading from plane crashes, man. There's no way. I played the drums. I played the guitar in the 70s. I'm taking a boat, a train, or a bus, or a car. No airplanes. Lynyrd Skynyrd, man, you got to look at the documentary. This group named their band after their gym teacher. And they wasn't really a great, like, musical band. The lead singer, Ronnie Van Zant, wasn't a great singer, but his work ethic was crazy. And they just rehearsed. And like that solo from Freebird, that famous solo, because the song starts off really slow, and then midway through, I'm telling you, like, I can tell I see why white people would turn up during that song. When Freebird goes from slow to fast, I want to take off running and just jump out of a building. But that guitar solo was written and it was played the same in every single concert, every single time they performed it, because everything they did was rehearsed. And this is testament of work ethic. Diligent hands bear rule. You know, diligent hands make one rich. They was diligent. They just worked and worked and worked. They got a bunch of no's. Didn't nobody want to deal with them. They couldn't get no record deal, but they rehearsed every day. And it was just a band that had great work ethic. They shouldn't have got on no plane, but they was just an amazing song. Listen to that song, Freebird by Lynyrd Skynyrd, man. Tell me you don't halfway through want to just take off and slap somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. Look, I want to tell y'all about this experience I had at the Townhouse in Detroit. This restaurant, I don't really like the new Detroit. You know, I've been away for a while. I still be kind of back and forth doing my thing, but the Townhouse in Detroit is a terrible place. Man, I went there for my daughter's 30th birthday. And I mean, we spending money in there. And terrible service. It was like I didn't even exist. But the white people in there with the Lions uniforms on from the Lions game, they get top-notch service. So I'm noticing something about some of these establishments in the new Detroit. They're catering to the people who come from Sterling Heights, Auburn Hills, you know, all of this new money that's flowing into Detroit. None of these people was in Detroit 10, 15, 20 years ago. But some of these restaurants only want to cater to the new money. And I get it. You probably dealing with ignorant black folks on a regular basis and you categorizing all people. But I come in here with a pocket full of money. I'm ready to eat good, drink good. And the way I was treated at the Townhouse downtown was terrible. I couldn't believe it. Ignored. Terrible service. It was the worst service, especially at the bar. Worst service I've ever experienced. And, which is weird because in contrast, at the Fishbones, you know what I'm saying? Me and my wife went to Fishbones. Amazing time. Live music, great service, great food. So I've just come to the realization that I'm going to deal with the old Detroit. Detroit I know. Fishbones, Sweetwater. Them new spots, I'm not too sold on them yet. I will say the Dime Bar in downtown Detroit is good. Good food, good service, packed. But it's all of these people in the city that you wouldn't have seen 10, 15, 20 years ago. So it's kind of now I love seeing change. I love seeing something evolve. And let's just face it, man, an area is not going to get prosperous and rich unless all cultures feel comfortable in a certain town. Downtown Detroit is kind of turning into Chicago where, it's the downtown area is protected and very prosperous. And then right along on the other side on the outskirts, it's kind of hood. It's scantless. But I feel like a lot of these places, the new Detroit has to kind of get hip to. You need to be able to accept all cultures. It's black people coming in there with money too. You know what I'm saying? And this place, the town hall, I couldn't believe it. And you know what's weird? It was the black employees in there that was treating the other black people crazy. And I said something. I was like, y'all got to, it's black people coming in here with money. Y'all got to treat everybody the same. And the black girl looked at me. She was like, all right, I feel you. But I couldn't believe the townhouse. Do not eat there. Do not go there. It's terrible service. They got to right that wrong. I went in there with money. I'll never go back. I go to Fishbones, though. You ever go to Detroit? Hit Fishbones downtown. Stay away from Townhouse. Also realized, too, that I don't get along with men who got hips and ass. If you're a man and your body is snatched, if you look like you've been wearing a waist trainer, man, I don't know if we're going to get along, man. You got a weird vibe on you, dog. If you're the kind of man who has an orgasm during a prostate exam, I don't think we're going to get along. I'm talking a lot of trash. How y'all feel about me in this loud sweater, this African I don't know if I'm ever going to wear this sweater out in public again, man. I don't know what was going on when I bought it, but, because this is like a Africa Bambaataa sweater. I don't know. Wait a minute. I don't know if I say Africa Bambaataa. He was a questionable dude. Africa Bambaataa had a thing for young boys. Africa Bambaataa. I think his name should have been Africa Rambottom. So I'll just call this my Coming to America sweater. How y'all feel about my Coming to America sweater? What is that, Lion King? How y'all feel about my Lion King sweater? Roast me in the chat, man. I don't know. I just thought I'd throw something on, but I don't think I'm ever going to wear this sweater out in public ever again. It's a questionable purchase. I thought it was dope at the time. I've owned it for a couple of years. It's kind of weird looking. Some of y'all right now listening, you can't pee unless a man's hand is on your shoulder. So, or what is another joke is? I jacked up the joke. You can't pee unless somebody's watching. What's up with all these mixed quarterbacks in the NFL? How y'all feel about that? I think they're pretty dope. My son Cassius better grow up to be a good quarterback. He mixed. I'm talking about like the Jordan Loves. I think Patrick Mahomes set a standard. Now it's all these mixed quarterbacks. CJ Stroud, I don't know what he is. Is he mixed or what? But it's all these. It's a bunch of mixed athletes in the league that's off the chain right now. Even in the NBA. Klay Thompson is letting the mixed athletes down right now, though. He's simping for Meg Thee Stallion. I'm having a hard time looking at that whole thing. Klay, you got to step it up for the mixed athletes. Okay? Who knows? He ain't listening to this. He ain't listening to this at all. He with Meg Thee Stallion. She's sucking the soul out of dog. Who cares? At the end of the day. People going to be people. They're going to make the choices they're going to make. Did y'all know that the dad from the Brady Bunch, Robert Reed, was he had a closeted lifestyle, and they allowed him to write the theme song to the TV show Brady Bunch so that he could kind of express his alternative lifestyle in song. You can hear it in the song. Here's a story of a man named Brady who was busy with 3 boys of his own. equality. I like to poke fun at the world sometimes because people worship the world. They worship. We all have a God-shaped hole in our heart. We all are made and created to worship God. But if you don't put God there, you'll worship something. Causes. Right now, people are worshiping politics. And it's unhealthy because you used to could have, it used to be this thing. We don't discuss who we vote for. Politics ain't really a big discussion 15, 20 years ago. But now what has happened is political views have become what people worship. It's their religion now. So instead of trying to help people, trying to get people saved, trying to help people get out of prison, trying to help people elevate their life, they would rather have extensive arguments with you about politics. Or if you choose a certain political side, they ain't talking to you. We're happening to using that same passion to help people. We're happening to using that same passion to help push the gospel, talk to people about Christ, get people saved. We ain't doing that. We arguing with people about, are you red or blue? Do you believe in this? Do you believe in that? It's like, man, I can't believe what we've come to in this country. I can't believe what we choose to worship. Like, I absolutely can't believe it. There's people around us suffering. There's people around us unaliving themselves. They dealing with mental health issues. Ain't nobody calling them no more. We sending each other memes. We arguing with people about politics, and in the meantime, there's people out here taking their own life. And they probably could have hung around by just getting a phone call. Hey, checking on you, okay? How you feeling? But no, I'm on the phone with people arguing with them about which political candidate they picked, who they supporting. Did you take the vaccine or not? I can't believe what we losing people while arguing about. It's funny because what the devil's doing now is he is magnifying his temporary successes in front of people. And he's getting people to talk about his temporary successes publicly, the things that he's doing in the earth. People talking about him. And that's how he win it. Because if he can get people to talk about his temporary successes more than the word, more than getting people saved, he winning. If you can argue with somebody on 20 minutes about something political, but you couldn't call a loved one for 5 minutes who's struggling with something mentally, or write a letter to somebody, one of your relatives that's in prison, or put a GoFundMe together to get one of your relatives out. No, but you're going to argue with somebody in 30 minutes on whether or not they took the vaccine or who they voted for or who they support, or I can't believe you talked about this person. What? I'm disappointed in y'all. I'm disappointed in y'all. There's so much destiny that we have. There's so much that we got to do in pouring love on the people around us and pouring love on ourselves. Who got time to talk about what's going on in politics when we got people suffering from this, and we got people in our family that could use a hand, or we got businesses? Why can't 10 people, why can't 10 to 20 of y'all get together and put X amount of dollars together and buy a 20-unit apartment building somewhere? Start building on it. Why aren't we having conversations about legacy and building something to leave to our grandkids, but I can talk to you for 30 minutes about some politician? Why I can't have a conversation with you about us putting money in the pot and buying a car wash? You kidding me? What are we using our energy for? Why we all want to be famous? Attention is the new currency. Instead of calling my family member who close to me that may be struggling with something, I want to post a bunch of videos. Man, listen, what? When you see me disappear, I'm getting to the money, or I'm actually pouring and sowing into my family. My cousin AC going to be getting out real soon. Man, we put up bread, phone calls. We wrote letters. He did a lot of the work with his wife, his mama, me, my brother, my parents. It's like, man, I disappeared. I want my cousin to get out. He been in there since 2006. He wasn't supposed to be released till 2037. He get out next year. Glory to God, man. that's what you use your time and your energy, your influence, your money for. Like, come on, man, I'm not about to argue with nobody about no politics. Half the stuff I say on here, I don't even believe. I say it because I know it make y'all upset. You know how many family members I had call me because I made a post about Kamala, who I didn't think was a qualified candidate. But who cares? I didn't even vote. I said it because I knew it would make people mad. I can't believe. Don't call me about something you see on the internet. If you and my family, I love you, but don't call me. I'm in character most of the time, man. And I'm saying stuff that I know gonna make y'all mad. I ain't gonna tell you what I believe, what I don't believe. I believe in God. I want to get people saved. Call me about getting some people saved. Call me about putting some money together in a pot for us to start a business to leave to the great grandkids. Don't nobody call me about that. Why don't I get phone calls when I post something positive? When I post that I just got a role in a show or my cousin just got out. You know, I put that post up that my cousin is getting out next year. Not one person called me in my family. But I post something about Kamala and my phone was ringing off the hook. What are we doing? And I ain't mad at nobody. I love everybody. It's just that people expose what they worship to me and I laugh because I be kind of disappointed in some of my elders. Like, man, really? I'm helping shorten people's prison sentences, man. I put the bread up, showed up to the parole hearing, got an attorney. I got 2 years knocked off my son's sentence. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm in it for. And I'm doing it because I love him. I ain't doing it for no reward. Like, we choose what we give importance to. But if you listening to this, I really hope that you can team up with some family members or some family members or friends, build an empire, team up, put some money in the pot, buy some apartment buildings, buy some houses, start a business, start a t-shirt business, buy some vending machines. I talked to a friend of mine the other day. He said him and his family started buying AI like AI vending machines, but he called it something else. He called it a market store where it's all these vending machines are in places and you can sell cell phone cords, food, all type of stuff. Like people, you put your debit card in and people open up the door, they buy stuff. And as you're pulling things out, your debit card gets charged and the door is closed. Buy 50 of them. Put them in places of business. Why are we not concerned about building and having our own? But you can argue with somebody on some politics for 20, 30 minutes. Who cares about, I posted a video about, who cares? When does the hood change based on who's president? The best thing to do is us to build some wealth and team up, but we divided, we argue, we concerned about all the wrong things, man. We out here buying stupid looking sweaters. I'm going to tell you who got the game sold up, who understands exactly what they're supposed to do in this world, was Caitlyn Jenner. Now, when Caitlyn was Bruce in 2015, Bruce was allegedly texting and driving and rear-ended a woman and unalived her on impact. And then right after that, Bruce transitioned into Caitlyn and then was acquitted of all charges. And when they asked Caitlyn about the accident, she said, I just wanted to hit a woman from the back one more time. Don't call me about this. I'm in character. I'm posting on the internet. Call me about something positive, man. Ain't nobody called me and asked me how my son doing. Ain't nobody called me and asked me, hey, see how he doing? Blah, blah. Ain't nobody called me, man. But I post something about Kamala and my phone blowing up. But what I will say is I had a conversation with one of my family members who was concerned about my Kamala post. And I said, well, let me help you understand why I posted that. Because Kamala was the attorney general in California during the time my cousin got locked up. He got over-sentenced. I don't mind people being disciplined for something that they do, but sometimes a lot of Black and Hispanic people get over-sentenced. My cousin got over-sentenced for this particular incident. And the attorney general on the case was Kamala Harris, and she's responsible for several young Black and Hispanic men getting over sentenced. And that's why she didn't get the vote. And that's why I talk crazy about it. But did I vote? No. Do I care? I care more about God, but I'm more passionate about getting people saved, lives changed, mental health stuff, calling people, make sure people is okay. Quit sending memes, call people. I'm more passionate about that than, and I'm just personally attached to that because my cousin got caught in that mix. That's why I wanted to help him get out.